Look, I never thought I'd see Disney and Souls-like together either, but somehow En Garde seems to pull it off. It's classified as an action-adventure swordplay game, and it has very positive reviews right now on Steam. I'm going to be going through this pretty quick. The video is only 4 minutes, so try to stick around if you can. It really helps me out a lot. Starting off, the art style is really beautiful. It definitely gives off some Disney vibes, and the characters are pretty goofy, which also gives off some Disney vibes. And then you go to the combat, and it's totally different. It does have difficulty settings, easy, medium, and hard. I did medium because I figured that's what most players would play, and it's actually pretty challenging. You can change it at any time, but for players looking for a challenge, it's definitely there. The combat is really snappy and responsive. That's the word I was looking for. It has parries, dodges with iframes, special moves you can unlock, combos, and most importantly, that plays a huge role into the combat, is the environmental factors. The game has a lot of fun with itself. It doesn't take it too seriously, which really credits the game. They definitely do it right. You'll see in the video there's boxes you can kick into people, cannons you can light, buckets you can throw on people's heads. It's a lot of fun, pretty goofy, and it gives you a lot of options on how you want to deal with things, which also helps spice up the combat to keep it entertaining. I think the main reason people consider it a Souls-like is the fact that it has parries and rolls with iframes. I think this is enough to classify it as a Souls-like. It's still a great game all around. It's really unique. It's got its own style going on, its own mechanics. So I think that it's awesome that they incorporated some stuff that people can call it a Souls-like for. I think another little reason it's classified as a Souls-like is the fact that you can find collectibles around that are text-based that just add context to the story. Dark Souls is notorious for telling pretty much its whole story through text, so this could be another reason, or it could just be another collectible in the game. The game has some pretty cool platforming. It's really light, nothing crazy, but you can also use this platforming to your advantage during combat. You can swing around on ropes and bars to distance yourself from enemies, and there's tons of stuff that you might take a second look at and realize, hey, I can use that. Like I can kick this enemy into a weapon rack, or maybe I can break the guard of this enemy and kick him into the fire and light his pants on fire, which I did get an achievement for. Literally, I lit someone's pants on fire and got an achievement for it, so pretty cool. A little goofy, but pretty cool. Another thing with the environment is that there's some environmental puzzles. Like on one part, I had to follow the gunpowder from a cannon and kick the flames into it so it would blow up a wall. So nothing too hard, nothing that's going to frustrate you, but it keeps it a little bit more interesting. Another cool part is that there's mini bosses and bosses. Now, like I said before, the combat is pretty challenging. Luckily, there's different settings, so if you're not feeling up to a challenge, you can just put it on easy. If you are wanting a challenge and wanting something closer to the difficulty of like Sekiro, or maybe not that much, but you get the gist. You can put it on hard and have a really tough fight. I was playing on medium, and I am a Souls veteran, and there was plenty of times that I died in this game. So it kind of caters to everybody, and it has some really cool mini-boss mechanics that you kind of have to learn and play around with the environment to actually effectively fight them. Once you start to get the flow of the combat and the timing of the parries, which is actually pretty forgiving, at least on medium it was, the combat feels really satisfying. It feels satisfying to parry multiple people and just unleash a barrage of sword attacks on them, and it also feels pretty satisfying to kick someone into a little fire pit and light their pants on fire, or throw a bucket on their head and kick them off of a wall, or kick them into a weapon rack and it fall down on their head, or they try to be slick and they hop up on a table and you kick the table and they fall on their face. A lot of satisfying moments in this game that you can really get creative with and have fun with. If you enjoy these type of games, I guarantee playing this will bring a smile to your face at some point. Well, that is En Garde for you. It's on Steam right now. I got it for like $15, so if you are interested, it is there for sale and pretty cheap. I would highly recommend it if you enjoy these games at all. It's a lot of fun. Really goofy, creative, really good art style, really fun, cool combat, and I would definitely recommend it. If you enjoyed the video, liking helps me out a lot. Leaving a comment helps a ton too. And if you want to see more from me, subscribing to the channel is a great way to do that while also helping me out a ton. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a good one. I hope I see you next time. Peace out.